This is the Nordhavn N63, and on many boats this size what you talk about are things like sunbathing space, things that fold, televisions, hot tubs, that sort of stuff. Not on a Nordhavn. What we talk about here, things like fuel capacity, 30,000 litres, a cruising speed of 6 knots and a range of 3 to 3,500 nautical miles on a 60-foot yacht. If you want to go places, if you want the ultimate liveaboard, this is the type of thing you need to be looking at, and we're going to give you the full tour. I'm Jack Haines, welcome to Yacht Buyer. Before we get into it though, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, and you'll never miss another tour like this one. Let's start back down here on the bathing platform then. Now of course this doesn't need to handle a tender because you've got an entire boat deck right forward. So this is just a fixed area where you can get in and out of the water really safely. Look at the size of this boarding ladder, sort of sets the tone of the functionality from the off. The depth of quality, the toughness of this thing truly is outstanding. And you've got these slots down here as well, so you can put more of these bars in if you want to have a bit more protection off the end of the platform. Moving into the cockpit, you have single access, a step up. Just look at the mechanism on this door. Again, it says it all. All of the detailing, engineering really is of the highest quality on this thing. And there's lots of space in what is a very well protected cockpit. You've got this big overhang from the deck overhead. You've got your rod holders set up, big cleats with fair leads set inside them. It's proper, it's really functional, very safe of course as well. But there's also space, as you can see, to have a dining table down here, a few freestanding chairs. You've got your bar up here so you can serve people from back here with a sink, bit of cooling space down there as well. So it's not all about functionality, it's obviously a boat to live on as well. It's got to be comfortable, it's got to be easy to serve guests. This boat has an asymmetric wheelhouse, which means you only have a side deck here on the starboard side, but it's a really good one, so well protected. Look how high these bulwarks come up, and you've got full protection overhead as well with inset lighting, so very easy to move up and down here at night. A boarding gate here as well, so you don't always have to get off at the aft end of the boat. You can get onto a dock at this height from the side of the boat as well, which is very useful. And that is very close to this side door here, and this takes you straight into the saloon and then down here straight into the technical spaces as well, so you can be very easily off the deck and inside and down to the engine room. Up here we have the boat deck. One of the unique design features of the 63 is this forward boat deck. It's very easy to get here as well. Again, handholds everywhere. You've got one overhead as well. Nice big railings up on this foredeck. And it means you have space for, well, whatever type of tender you choose really. This crane has got 1,100 kilogram capacity. This particular owner's gone for the sailing dinghy on one side, the Williams jet rib on the other side. Obviously you plonk them in from here and you can run them back down the side of the boat where guests can board. You've got your anchor down there, your windlass access, and a big deep anchor locker as well. And of course this design also incorporates this Portuguese bridge, so you have central access. This is symmetrical, so you can get around either side very easily, and that's important because of the wing station. So when this thing's on passage, the skipper's going to be inside that wheelhouse, but when they're mooring, they're going to want to use a wing station where you have throttle control, thruster control, and a great view forward and aft, but crucially along the side. You can really easily check your proximity to the quayside. Makes life a lot easier. And I think one of the really special things about this design is that they've incorporated some living space here as well. So you walk past the wheelhouse and then you have this lovely surprise of this sheltered, elevated seating space. Obviously this has got a great view up here. You're so much higher up, but you're still in contact with the deck below. I can see the bathing platform from down here, so if people are swimming or fishing, you can still be part of the action. We have this nice sheltered seating space as well. I really like this area, and that ladder leads up to the top of the wheelhouse so that you can work on things like the navigation equipment, that sort of thing. If we come around this side, as I said, equal access around either side of the wheelhouse, and I think that's what we should go and check out now. Here we are then, into the heart of the boat. This is where you're going to be when you're doing those long passages. But before we get into that, I'll just point out that every exterior door on the boat is what they call a Dutch door. So it can be pinned open, just the top half for communication, bit of ventilation, then you can pin it shut and obviously open the whole thing when you want to get in and out. But then onto the wheelhouse. And the 63 is slightly different within the range because it's got the aft biased wheelhouse, leaving the boat deck forward. More traditional Nordhavn design like the 60 next to us. You've got the wheelhouse forward and the boat deck aft. All that means is when you move into this fabulous helm position with its inwardly raked screens, you've got a lovely view over the bow, over the tenders, and it's a really business-like, workman-like setup, as you'd imagine. Proper ship's wheel, really big diameter with your single throttle, triple screens here as well, so you can see you've got navigation, radar setup in the middle, and then cameras all over the boat. So the skipper on passage has eyes on all areas, especially the machinery space, so they can just glance and check that everything is running okay. Of course, you have your engine instrumentation up here, wing engine on this side, main engine on this side. Really, really purposeful. And I like that they've got the globe up here. On a boat like this, you can just spin that, stop your finger and go, yeah, I'll go there. I've got a Nordhavn. And one of the nice bits about this design is that you have a cabin up on this deck, principally designed really for the captain, for obvious reasons. It means that they can sleep on long watches, but be very close to the helm station. But it's actually a really nice cabin in its own right, could very easily be used as a guest cabin because it has a separate bathroom with a shower cubicle as well. And what a lovely elevated view you have too. Really clever use of space. Moving back into the saloon, this is an important area that I should have mentioned because this is a really important space for owners, guests. If they want to come and sit up here, enjoy the ride, keep the skipper company on a long passage, this is where they want to be. Nice comfortable dinette, elevated views. They can really enjoy what this boat is designed to do. Now then, let's head down to the main deck. Here on the main deck then, this is where you have the heart of the living space, and it starts here with the galley, which is a real home from home feel. It's a big size for a boat of these dimensions. It's really well equipped as well. With the normal stuff, you've got your array of cooking and dishwasher, but it's also got a trash compactor, which you're going to need when you're living on board for a long time. You don't want bags and bags of rubbish. So again, it's those details that set this boat apart from boats that aren't designed to do this real long style of cruising. Lots of cooling space as well, really important on a boat of this style. So you've got these big sub-zero fridge freezers over here, but they're all skinned in timber as well, so they don't stand out like a sore thumb. And if we head aft in this area, you get to the main living space. And this is split between lounging area here, you've got a couple of footstools that you can move around as well, you've got a nice cozy armchair in the corner, and the way that this curves around against the woodwork works really nicely. And it's all set to face the TV, which is mounted up on this bulkhead. And then over on this side is where you find your dining space. And this has got a break in it as well. You can move this table so you can walk through the middle, but obviously at the moment it's set out as a dining space. And attention to detail is so high and so critical. And it's not just the technical stuff on a Nordhavn, it's things like having these really big, thick fiddles. So if you put things down, they can't slide off if the boat rolls around. Handholds always fall to hand really easily. Wherever you are on this boat, you've probably got somewhere where you can grab hold. So if you're moving through the boat, you're safe and secure. It's not just about living space on this deck though, because this is where the cabins are. So let's look at those down here. Now we've seen some of the accommodation on the upper deck with the captain's cabin that can also work as a guest cabin, but the bulk of the accommodation is down here. To starboard, you have a twin bunked guest cabin, and then on the opposite side of the hallway, we have the owner's stateroom. And this is a really lovely place to retire to after a long, hard day on the water, or even during a passage. It's really nicely executed. Again, cozy, comfortable, spacious, plenty of room above my head. Headroom levels throughout are impressive, and it's easy to walk around the bed as well because it's got a nice flat floor, and it's a good sized, comfortable double bed too. Now, sometimes the issue can be with these small portholes on boats like this. They have to be tough, but they can be quite small. You don't get masses of natural light. Not an issue here. Nice big hatch above my head, drawing in natural light. Obviously that opens as well, so you can get some ventilation in here too. Storage level's pretty good. Hanging wardrobe behind me, drawer storage down here, and a nice separate private ensuite in this cabin as well. And if we move forward, over here on the opposite side of the hallway, you have the day head, the bathroom that guests will use during the day, but it's also the one that these guest cabins will use in the evening as well. And it's a good size, lots of floor space, space for a separate shower cubicle, and plenty of storage. And if we move right forward, we have the VIP cabin. Now, it's not the most glamorous luxury VIP cabin you're going to find on a 60-footer, but it's comfortable and it's functional. You've got twin berths, you've got lots of floor space in between, so it's easy to move around and get changed. Again, natural light levels are good. You've got the twin smallish portholes on either side, but you've got the big natural vent overhead. It's not glitz and glamour, it's functional luxury. Let's head downstairs and take a look at the technical spaces. The first thing to point out about these technical spaces is how easy it is to access them. It's not some tiny side door off a side deck, it's a proper internal door down a nice wooden staircase. It makes it very easy to get up and down from these spaces. And before you get to the engine room, you have this sort of anteroom where you have extra cooling space over here. You have your washer dryer down here, again very important on a boat that you're going to live on board for long periods of time. There's an extra berth down here as well, almost an engineer's berth, so someone can sleep down here if they need to. And you've probably spotted the pots and pans in the corner. As I said, live aboard boat, all the stuff on board you're going to need. It's important that you have space to store that stuff, and this is a really useful extra storage space just outside the engine room. So let's have a look in there now. This engine room really is a cathedral to ease of maintenance and reliability. This boat has done 30,000 nautical miles and it is absolutely spotless. It looks like it came out of the factory yesterday. And what do we have down here? We have a single John Deere 325 horsepower diesel engine with a keel-cooled exhaust, a dry stack exhaust, so that removes all the raw water gubbins, no strainers, pumps, anything like that to go wrong. Again, it's about reliability and redundancy. And on that note, we have a wing engine up there as well, another John Deere, 100 horsepower. It is connected via a shaft to a propeller, so it can provide propulsion in an emergency, but really what it's designed to do is run the hydraulics, the things like the bow and stern thruster, the windlass, and the stabilizers. 2 generators on board, 20 kilowatt main one, 9 kilowatt backup one, and you can just see how easy it is to do things like transferring fuel across. It's all beautifully labelled down here. We've got filters for the generators, filters for the fuel tanks, all with clear bowls, so you can check by eye the quality of the fuel. And because you've got sight levels, you can also tell by eye how much fuel you've got. This is a boat that's designed to travel thousands and thousands of nautical miles. It's really important that it's easy to look after, and if something goes wrong, it's easy to fix. And that's exactly what this is. Thank you very much for watching that tour of the Nordhavn N63. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do give the video a like. If you want to watch more of our tours, we'll put some of those up there for you. And if you'd like to subscribe, you can click up here. Thanks again for watching. I'm Jack Haines. You've been watching Yacht Buyer.